Hello everybody, welcome to the White Tiger Tarot. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Today's pick a card is all about your August. All right, so these are your August predictions. For pile 1, we got the 6 of Cups. Pile 2, 9 of Cups. Pile 3, we got the Bardo. Okay, so as always on this channel, Spirit picks the decks. They pick the cards from beginning to end. As you can see, we have 2 tarot decks here, and then we have an oracle deck. So they completely pick the messages, completely customized for your situation. So I don't pre-plan or pre-pick anything out. Spirit is fully present here, guiding us the entire way. So let's get right into it, shall we? I will give you guys some time to meditate on your cards, and I will see you in your pile. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. This is your August predictions. What's going on in August for you? You guys were attracted to the 6 of Cups. All right, and actually you guys got a full message that came out with your significator card, and Spirit guided me to take all of them, so I did. Normally I would just be taking one card, but we got a full message for you guys right away. So it's obviously something big or important or needed for you to hear. Okay, so you have the 6 of Cups, the 4 of Cups. This is a deck, by the way, that I created. It is for sale down below in the shop. It's also for sale on my website. And shipping is included in the price, okay? All right, we have the Queen of Cups. So a lot of cups, 9 of Cups. A lot of cup energy. 6 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Cups and Swords. So yeah, something I think is finally coming in after a long time of you waiting for it. So it's like a big blessing from the universe is coming in. It's going to come as a surprise. It's like all of a sudden there's an offer here, or there's a yes, or there's a blessing here, something very much attached to a dream, a wish that you've had maybe for a very long time. Okay, something you've been desiring for a long time, something you've been wanting in your life for a long time. Whatever this is, I think it might be requiring you to move, or it's going to allow you to leave behind a stressful situation or a time in your life that was something that was giving you worry or anxiety. It's going to allow you to kind of step over the danger here, or the thing that was making you fearful or worried. Okay, and it's finally going to make you feel like healed and at peace, and it's going to allow you to step out of the overthinking and out of the mind chatter, the monkey mind here, and into trust and faith, and hope. And I'm just going to cover a little chest up with a seashell there, because you never know. Although I think that's ridiculous, but you know, gotta do what we gotta do, I guess. Yeah, so there's something here that's going to take you out of a time of stagnancy, of discontentment, okay? And it's like it's surprising you, and they want your attention on it. So it's something that's going to grab your attention in August and offer a blessing that is attached to a wish fulfillment, okay, that you've had. It's going to maybe allow you to move on from something of the past. So let's say this is a job offer that requires you to move somewhere new, and it kind of allows you to leave behind an old kind of stale, stuck situation, whether that be in a job or in a hometown or in a place, whatever that is. It's allowing you to move into a more peaceful time, and maybe it's like you get a job offer that provides you more income. So no longer do you have to worry about, will I get this job, or will I have enough money to pay my rent? Okay, it's allowing you to rise above the worry and the stress and a stressful situation that you may have been in, something that was on your mind, something that was worrying you, heavy on you. And it's going to allow you to come into peace, into healing, into trust, into faith, into, feeling fulfilled and feeling more yourself, feeling more embodied in who you are. Okay. This could be many different things for different people, but it's definitely something you've had your eyes on, you've been wishing, you've been hoping for, and it's going to surprise you in August. It's like going to show up and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's here. I can't believe, the go-ahead is here. I can't believe I got the yes for this thing. I can't believe, it came into my life. Why now? It's that thing, but it just like immediately allows you to rise above something that was causing some kind of fear, worry, danger in your life. August. Wow, look at that. 6 of Wands. We got 666. Okay, something of the material, something that's going to bring your life into more harmony. Okay, something that is, of the material world. A blessing that's going to give you success, possibly recognition. Maybe finally you're getting recognized for something you've done. Work that you've done in the past, finally catching up and being seen. Or someone finally, appreciating it and offering you something. Okay, but you're finally starting to get recognition, or someone, being like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I love this product that you made. I'm going to tell all my friends. And then it just like starts off all these opportunities and you become well known for something. But it's like you're getting some kind of reward, some kind of blessing for the work that you've done, for something that you've been focused on and praying for and wishing for within your life. What is this? Okay, wow. Oh my goodness. Some powerful energy here. We have the Emperor, okay? We have the Empress. Okay. I'll just do that. And we have the King of Wands. So this might be something you're creating, something you have created, okay, something that you've been focusing on and trying to make work or trying to make happen, but it's something that you've been making, or maybe it's you presenting yourself, but you are definitely masterful at something. There's something here that you have a certain talent, skill, ability for, that is about to be seen, heard, recognized in August, that is attached to a deep dream of yours, maybe a childhood dream of yours. Okay, it's going to allow the worry to dissipate. It's like you're flying above it all now, feeling that freedom, feeling that wholeness. I mean, I can't avoid here the Emperor and the Empress, divine counterparts here, okay? I don't know if this is you in a partnership, finally getting recognized, finally maybe you guys have a project together that you've been working on, and it's like you guys are being looked upon as a power couple, as, known for something, known for your work. Maybe this could be a business partnership, a romantic partnership. And of course it doesn't have to be. This could be leading you to it, or this could be just, you coming into your fullness of who you are, coming into complete abundance, okay, entrepreneurship, and just knowing yourself, knowing the degree of talent, skill, ability that you have, and never doubting that again. and being able to create a very comfortable, luxurious life for yourself. Okay, where there's plenty, where there's always enough. You're always gonna have enough, but it's like it's this self-made energy of this was built off of my own, back, my hard work, my efforts, and now you're getting seen for something that you've built, that you've created. Okay, there's so much creation energy here. There is so much creativity here. So it's like getting maybe a creative project blows up or finally gets seen by the right people. And then it's like it just makes you rise into being known for this thing. And now you have to start making all these products, or your business takes off. Who you are is just, it's like a more of a known name in certain circles. Okay, and now you're able to buy the things that you need. Now you're able to live more comfortably, and we're just completely leaving behind all of this overthinking and negative thinking, worry. Okay, and we're completely rising above it to sit at a very much higher, more comfortable level of existence, okay, within ourselves, within our confidence, within our money, within who we are and what we do. And it's like there's no doubt anymore of, is this gonna work? Is this okay? Is this, ever gonna be seen? It's like now we're at that level. Now this is like major, major success, okay? The Emperor and the Empress. This is like crazy leadership, CEO, business and entrepreneur. And then this is having that work for you instead of having to work so hard. This is working less but receiving so much more. Okay? Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. They want me to go back to this deck. Page of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely something you've been really, really patient with, working hard toward. Oops, sorry. Oh my gosh. All these cards there's like so many cards I want to flip out for you. Okay, so these just flipped out while I was getting these, all right? So you got the King and the Queen of Cups, 10 of Swords. So you have double pairs of divine counterparts. So I can't ignore that. Okay, there is definitely a power couple thing happening here, where we're at the end of something difficult. We're at the end of a tough cycle within maybe our relationship or maybe life in general, of trying to make something happen for ourselves. Trying to make something work, become successful, become, something that works in our lives. So this could be a family, business. This could be you guys, you maybe have a YouTube channel together. Maybe you're partnering up with a business partner, and it's like been this kind of struggle of, is this going to work? Okay, maybe years of trying to make something grow and happen. And now it's like there's a new page here. There's something fresh, a fresh new aspect to this thing, where it's like, wow, finally, we're getting there. Finally, we're starting, and it's growing and it's working, and we're growing, and we're getting better within ourselves. And then we have Death and the Lovers. Okay, another card of partnership. Okay, so something about this partnership is transforming, and that's creating this success in August. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have gone through a major cycle, like a major transformation of who you are, and because that has happened on an individual soul level and as a couple. Doesn't have to be romantic, okay, but whatever is happening here with this coupling, it's transforming, and that transformation process all of this hard work and, trying and maybe clearing out our karma from the past, this cycle that we've been in of clearing and clearing the karma, is now allowing us to have a wish fulfillment together. Okay, so this is allowing us to rise together as who we are, gain notoriety for something. Maybe this is within your individual careers. Maybe it's not attached, but the point is that both of you guys are going to rise in whichever creative pursuit or business pursuit in which you guys are focused on. It's like you're rising at the same time, together in a very successful way that's going to allow you to release the worry, release the anxiety. Okay, this hard karmic cycle where it's been tough and it's been, a lot of failure and a lot of work, that's ending, and now things are going to be a lot easier for you. They're going to be a lot easier to accomplish. It's like we're up leveling and we're rising to a new degree of success. Okay, and now we get to sit real pretty, and our work is going to start working for us. We're going to gain respect, recognition, comfort, luxury. Okay, there's a massive transformation, and I think within your relationship as well, it's going to allow you guys to be more yourselves and become closer. Okay, which is beautiful. Wow. Third eye chakra, another 6. And the lovers is 6 as well. 15, 1 plus 5 is 6. There's a lot of 6. Temptation, that's the devil. Okay, so we have the 7 of Swords and we have the Wheel of Fortune with Destiny. Okay, so I'm thinking that this transformation that you guys have had is almost as though you guys have overcome maybe some kind of temptation within the relationship, within your connection. We have a lot of 6s. I mean, the 6s can always point to the devil with some kind of temptation. Also, like, definitely material success, but it's almost, I'm feeling like this is what we've overcome. So maybe we've had to really experience and look at within each other our own karmic temptations, the things that were in us and in each other that were there to be cleansed and looked at, okay, and cleared away before we can both reach success together. Because something here would have destroyed it. It literally couldn't have been built with these things still around. Okay, and so we had to see with our third eye, with our greater sight. Okay, we had to see what was there to be cleared. So this could be, third party situations, temptations in that kind of way, like temptations, maybe, jealousy, envy, fear, adultery. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe money, putting money over relationship or over love, right? There's all these things that are there that needed to be cleared, needed to be brought up and looked at and transformed within us both, okay, within us both, so that the masks could be taken off, so that there was no more deception, that there was no more temptation to steer us off track, to hinder or destroy what we're trying to build. Okay, so that it would be pure. It would be the pure vision that we want it to be. There was just these blockages here that were stopping us from fully entering this beautiful heart-based, heart space, togetherness, into the fullness of what this needed to be, of our destiny. Okay, so our destiny was here inviting us forward, and it was calling to us, and we were feeling pulled to it, and we knew we had to do it. We knew we were going towards something big, right? And it was just these things that were blocked, that were in our way, that we had to take care of, that we had to clear before this full destiny could come into its fullness, into its realness, into our lives. And so in August, you're finally ready to step into your true destiny without all of these darker, lower energies stopping us. They've been cleared now. Sorry, I keep, I'm getting a little worked up here. Okay. Yeah, so it's time now in August for our destiny to start moving in a proper way, in a big way, in the right way, in the way that's going to help us fulfill our truest destiny. We're ready. Heart is first, heart is open. Okay, our third eye is open. Our karma is now cleared. Okay, it's clear for us now to walk through our true destiny together and fulfill that without distortion. Okay, without distortion, without the temptations and the lower energies getting in the way. We have found the key, right, to our own heart. We have found the key that unlocked our true destiny. Okay, we have come full circle now, and it's time to step through. The wheel of fortune is now turning in our favor. Ah, beautiful. 4 + 2, 6, guys. The amount of sixes, like, you're having so much monetary abundance. It's crazy, okay? Increase, sharing, reaping rewards, overflow, expansion, flowering, encouragement, fertile ground, abundance, okay? The time is now. The fertile ground is here. You guys have literally laid the foundations for this beautiful future, for this beautiful destiny for yourselves together, okay, for much to grow and prosper. That's why we have all of the sixes. It's harmony, okay, it's balance, it's completeness, it's increase, okay, it's flow. Yeah, it's like it's overcoming the lower aspects of those things, right? The shadow of the six, which is like lack, greed, those kinds of things, where it's where we put those things over love. And so these things had to be cleared, okay, and we had to come through. And now we get the positive aspects of the six. Now we get the increase. Now we get the sharing and the abundance. And now we get to live comfortably, live off of what the work that we've done, okay, reaping the rewards of all of the work, finally getting the flowering and the blossoming and the blooming. And you guys have really done the work necessary in order to have these great rewards come in. So in August, you're finally getting rewarded for a work well done, for a job well done, for, all of the hard efforts and work that you've put in over the years, and making yourselves into better people, and which is making this destiny be able to finally be full and ready for you to step into it. You guys are finally ready to step into this frequency, to gain this recognition, to gain success, to gain financial abundance and worldly abundance. You're going to start living very, very comfortable lives, okay? The hard karma has now been cleared, and now it's time to live in luxury and fullness and love and togetherness and gratitude, okay, and plenty, okay? This like cornucopia type of energy where there's so much to share, there's so much to give. And now it's like you guys are the people now from all of this transformation that are ready and prepared to have this, because now you're it's like you had to clear the darkness away so that when it came, you would appreciate it, you would see it, or you would be able to share it. Okay, share it with others, share it with those you love. Okay, teacher, light attribute, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. Shadow attributes, manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. Visionary, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow attributes, selling insight to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Wow. Yeah, so it was almost like we had to heal the shadow aspects that were there within who we were, within our vision, within what was we were seeing, okay, what could have muddied or dirtied or steered us off of the highest path. And so that's why we were in this clearing stage. Okay, because you guys are teachers. You are meant to share your visions in one way or another, your creations, and how you see, how you create, how you interpret, the creative and spiritual energies. All right. And so there were things that had to be cleared away from your energy field, from your karmic aura, you could say, that would have maybe steered you down the wrong path going forward in one way or another. Some kind of temptation might have come in that would have, maybe you would have taken a payment that wasn't right, or maybe you would have steered a student in the wrong way. You know, in some way or another, there might have been something there that kind of destroyed your reputation, or destroyed the trust in which your students had within you. So the universe, God, had to make sure that we cleared all of that away, that we accepted and we saw the shadow for what was there. Maybe if there was any envy, so that we wouldn't be envious of people we had to teach, right? If they were smarter than us, let's say, or there's someone more creative than us, and not more or less. You know what I mean? It's not that that is the truth. It's maybe how we would have perceived it. And like, oh my gosh, because there would be an insecurity still there. And you're like, oh my gosh, they're better than me in one way, but they're just different, right? And that means you're a great teacher, or you're a great visionary that inspired someone else. So we had to make sure that that envy and things weren't there, so that you would be a clear and positive channel of divine light and love, right? That it wouldn't be distorted, and it wouldn't be you wouldn't ruin it for yourself or others because of some petty insecurity, or something that, yeah, would have made you feel inferior, insecure in some way, that would have ruined this great destiny and purpose that you now are walking into. Okay, and now you are the person who's ready to take this on, who's ready to step into this role. You and someone else, I really believe that, in one way or another. Okay, in your own ways, possibly. Maybe you guys are doing your own thing, but coming up together as, as leaders, as truth speakers, as divine channels of love, and power. Okay, and a real true power where it doesn't take power away from others. It's this ever flowing increase. There's plenty. There's always plenty. So I never feel like you're taking from me. I never feel envious of you for what you have, because I always have plenty. Because there's plenty to have. There is abundance everywhere. I'm always being given to, and therefore I can always give. Right? I never feel like someone else's success is taking away from mine. Okay, so that's why you were in the process you've been in to clear all of that stuff away. And things are so human, right? They're so human, and everyone has them. Okay, everyone has some kind of version of that. And so there is no shame to be had there whatsoever. It is completely normal. Okay, and so moving forward, we had to accept and love everything that's happened. We have to accept and love who we are and how we see the world, and what our talents and skills are, and be at peace and acceptance so that we can move on and truly come into these roles within our lives where we can truly help other people, and there's none of these shadows where there's a manipulation of some kind. All right. So yeah, that's beautiful. Wow. August is your time of increase. It is your time to finally step into your destiny, to step up in, you're receiving a huge blessing, okay, of increase, of abundance, of success and recognition. So enjoy that, okay? Enjoy that. Your life is about to start growing and blossoming in beautiful new ways, okay? And you have a big role here. You have a big role to step into, and you are a big being here on earth. All right, so yeah, enjoy your August. Please let me know. Let me know when you receive this blessing, when it comes in and what it looks like, if it's a job offer, if it's a move, if it's an increase to your own business. Okay, if you are, creating something and it's really taking off, it's something along those lines, and it's going to be very, very beautiful. All right. So yeah, thank you so much for coming to your August predictions, Pal One. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know in the comments, and please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, Pile One. All my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome. Oops, just going to fix that. Welcome to your August predictions. We're going to jump right in and see what Spirit has to tell you about your August. So you guys got the 9 of Cups. Looking pretty good right off the bat. Some kind of fulfillment. Feeling like a wish has been granted, or finally you're living something that maybe once was just a wish or a dream. It's like you're fully in it now. Fully living it. Living the dream. 4 of Pentacles. King of Swords. Yeah, I think it's something you're finally have it. You finally have it in your hands. You're holding it. It's clear as day to you. Okay, we're gonna take that one too. Okay, so we have the Hangman, 5 of Pentacles, and wow, the King of Pentacles under the King of Swords. 2 Kings. You've definitely mastered something. I think you've mastered the mind and therefore the material world. Yeah, you've taken yourself out of a time of poverty, lack, not having something, not having something of the physical. So that could be, love, money, any kind of physical security. And so you were in a time of deep like contemplation and stuckness, stillness, so that you would see where you're hung up. Literally, where am I hung up? Where are my thoughts distorted? What am I believing about my experience that is only giving me so little? Why do I have so little? Why am I so limited through my physical world? Right? And so you put yourself in this position to really see, where am I holding on? Where am I stuck? Right? Why isn't this happening for me? Why am I here? Right? How can I get myself out of this? And so it's almost as though you've used the powers of manifestation, of visualization, of putting yourself emotionally somewhere that you want to be. Okay, feeling rich, or feeling like I have the home that I've always wanted, feeling like I have the position or the career I've always wanted, and what that felt like. And so completely changing from the thoughts, completely transforming your thoughts, the quality of your thoughts and what you focused on, what you thought about, which is now making you a master of the material world, okay, which is now allowing you to walk down a new path of abundance, okay, of fertility, of wish and dream. And now you're finally in August fully sat in that reality. Now it is your reality. It's not just some far off future that you've been hoping and wishing for, that you were doing at one time while you were here, right? While you were here without it, without being able to see it, you put yourself here emotionally. You could feel it. You could sense it. You knew that it could be possible for you, right? And so you kept yourself here. You're like, okay, what do I have to clear? How do I have to look at this differently? You know, what do I have to do in order to shift this mindset and shift my physical world? And now you're walking into abundance. Now in August, you are abundance, and that is part of your world. And you are a master of your mind. You are a master of manifesting in the physical. Okay, whatever you think about can be real in your physical world. Okay, and you can see that being real now. You're going to be very, very comfortable. You're going to see very clearly. You have this divine wisdom that is bringing you success. Wow. Wow. Like you have mastered mind over matter. Right? Your mind now you're like a master of your own mind, which is making you a master of the material world. Okay, you're like, whatever I think about is going to be real, and I know that now. And now you have the real proof, because now you're going to be sitting in a very real wish fulfillment that you've had for a long time. Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, like you have truly mastered the mind. You do not allow a negative thought or a limiting thought to enter your mind anymore. You have really become a true master of the mind. Mastermind. You're I want to see this is so weird. I've never said this, but I'm hearing dead ass. I don't even know. I would never use that word, and I'm honestly kind of cringing right now, but I don't know. Spirit is telling me to say that. It's like you're for real. Like there's no joking around with you. Like it's like this is it. You're so strict and disciplined within with your thoughts, and it's like it's so no limiting thought can now slip by without you noticing. You're so on it. You're like, nope. We are only thinking the highest, most fulfilling thoughts of what we want, and it's because you've become so disciplined within yourself, and it's you're now like a ninja. Like you do not allow any thoughts of lack, of I can't have, it's not enough, this, whatever it is, any negativity that's going to, bring some kind of negative experience into your life. You do not allow it anymore. You're now walking away from it fully and completely in August, and you are now sitting inside of a wish fulfillment. 8 of Wands. Yeah, it's like there is some fast forward progress and movement now. You are coming out of stagnancy. Okay, you are coming out of this time of sacrifice. Okay, sacrificing maybe, gaining results in the physical world, sacrificing certain things in your life so that we could work on the thoughts and the beliefs, the things that are limiting us, that are holding us back. Okay, and now that we're seeing clearly, now our thoughts and our mind is a clear place of, divine channel where we can actually receive the truth, and we can see the truth of what it actually is. And it's not clouded by these insecurities or these beliefs of the past. So now it's time for us to fully sit in that embodiment of truth and fulfillment, okay, a wish dearly in our lives. And maybe for some it's love, and love is a big, maybe attached to this wish, to this dream. Okay, because there's divine counterparts here with the King and Queen of Swords. But yeah, there is definitely, yeah, look at that. The end, okay. August is a wrapping up of the end of karmic cycles for a lot of us. Okay, and I'm not sure if this has to do with the Dragon's Gate, the Lion's Gate. Okay, but there is a massive wrapping up of a difficult karmic cycle. Okay, it is the end of all of this hardship and difficulty, and finally being able to step down. Look at this, a new pathway that we've never gone down before, a new pathway of enlightenment, of fulfillment, of clarity and truth and honesty. Okay. Yeah, a lot of fast forward movement. Okay, progress, finally gaining momentum, gaining progress. Whatever we're working on, whatever the things we want to make real in our lives, it's actually working and we're being able to move toward it. Maybe there's a big move here going on. Expansion, expanding something online. Okay, a lot more messages coming in, a lot more yeses coming in, a lot more purchases, a lot more messaging. Okay, of people interested, or getting being able to move towards something. Okay, but there's so much movement and progress going forward in August. Yeah, it's no longer just an idea. It's a full embodiment now. It is your life. You are now sitting in that. Okay, August. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups. Judgment. Six of Pentacles. With material, so Six of Cups, memories of love. Judgment with truth. Six of Pentacles, material and spiritual prosperity. Two of Swords with mental conflict. The Fool, new beginnings. Look, you have the Eight of Wands twice. Eight of Wands, accelerated motion. And then we have the Nine of Swords with suffering and silence. You're moving on from something of the past, something of the old. Okay, there is a new beginning here, a leap of faith. It's a portal is opening for you in August for you to step through, and it's part of your awakening. It's part of your growth. It's part of your soul's evolution of the next steps. And it's like you're not going to feel this in between energy anymore, this like in between worlds anymore. We're fully letting go of the past situation and fully now in August stepping through into the new path, into the maybe traveling for some, new career, new move, new place, new person. Okay, here's something of the new, fully stepping into our experience and allowing us to finally step forward. Okay, finally have progress, finally being able to move away from suffering in silence. Okay, feeling isolated, feeling alone. Okay, and what we're coming into is much more excitement and love, but also material and spiritual prosperity, not just one. We get the balance of both. Okay, so wherever we're stepping into, do not have any fear, because it's going to allow you to have a bigger balance within the world, within your mental, like we said, right? Your spiritual, your mental. You have come into divine balance within the mental, and therefore bringing you material prosperity as well. And so that's going to be a full embodiment. You are in it, right? You are standing there, enjoying it, seeing it, holding it, being in it. Okay, your prosperity that you have turned from the inside out when you've been suffering in silence. This is definitely reminds me of hermit like energy, where it's like we have climbed many mountaintops and finally we're at the top, and we see the reasons for all of the suffering that maybe we have had to do in silence. But now it's time for us to come down off of this mountain. Now it's time for us to move on. fully move on and let go of where we've been, let go of who's been there, let go of, all the whys and shoulds or shouldn'ts or woulds and wouldn'ts, okay? And the guilt and the shame and the mental conflict of should I or should I not. It's time to fully step into the truth of what we know has to happen, what we know we have to do, what we know we have to move forward into. Okay, because what we're moving forward into is the portal in which we have created within ourselves. And so now the outer reflection wants to come in to show us who we truly are now, not who we've been. Okay, not who we've been. That reflection is now, it's time to let go of that. It's not real anymore. It's not the truth. Okay, so the mental conflict is now leaving, and the pure truth, the clarity of what we have learned in this time of suspension, in this time of sacrifice, okay, has made our minds and our hearts very clear. And now it's like we're not so emotional about it all. We're not so conflicted about it all. We know the truth. We know we have to move forward because we're in balance now. What we're moving forward into is balance, is the reflection of the balance within ourselves. It's going to allow us to fly, to grow, to progress in beautiful, new, and exciting ways that are now matching who we are, and it's going to allow us to be who we truly are, to be fulfilled in the way that feels right and feels true, okay? And no longer feeling alone, no longer feeling isolated and suffering alone, okay? And having the overthinking and doubting ourselves and doubting what we feel. It's time to come into, yes, it's time to come into, I deserve this. Yes. Finally, it looks like how I feel. Finally, my relationships are reflecting back to me the truth of who I am, right? And my outer world is that same abundance. I've come such a long way, and now finally, it looks like how I feel, right? It's reflecting to me the truth of who I am. Instead of having this, well, I feel this way, but it still looks this way. And so I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or I don't know, should I go, should I stay? It's this, we're leaving that. We're leaving it into divine clarity and truth, and no longer having to doubt or overthink or suffer. Okay, because we have the evidence now in the physical of the prosperity in which we have cultivated within us. Beautiful. Beautiful pile too. Your August is amazing. You are fully stepping in. You are fully starting a new path, a new adventure, okay, in which it's like the rest of your life is now beginning, okay. We have artist, light attributes, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see symbolically. Shadow attributes, using talents as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. Wow, I really feel like whatever it is you do, even if you don't consider yourself an artist, it's like your life is going to be your greatest artwork. And I think you're going to have a lot more freedom to express yourself, to work on your creations, okay? It's like you're going to have more time here to express and be free creatively, so that you can really allow that to develop within you, and you're going to start growing expansively. Your expansion is like no other. I don't even know if you realize the potential that you hold quite yet. It's really going to take off once you receive this prosperity that is coming in for you. Okay, once you're like feeling safe and comfortable, finally, you're going to grow as an artist, or as a whatever skill that you focus on. And maybe some of you don't even know that you're an artist yet, but it's going to awaken within you, because you're just going to have this inspiration and this time to relax, to allow your mind to really, wander, and allow your curiosities to guide you. Okay, and so things are going to start developing within you that maybe you didn't even know was there. You're really going to become some kind of genius in some way or another, really unique, very, very successful within your eye, within how you see. Seeker, the light attribute, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Truth. You are the seeker. And look at these two images, how similar they are. Look, you are ready. You are prepared to embark on this next journey, to seek going forward. Where you are going into is going to help your spiritual growth, okay? You are about to embark on a pilgrimage, on a journey for your soul's growth, for your soul's evolution, for your spiritual and your creative growth, for who you are as a person. It is time for you to pack up what you have, okay, and to go. Essentially, August, you are going, you are leaving. What are you leaving? Bullies, okay? Light attributes highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. And I think that's what you've been doing too. Shadow attribute conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. So, yeah, it's like you are leaving behind the versions of you that would have stopped you, the mental conflict that would have, the doubt that would have come in to say, oh, you can't do that, oh, you shouldn't, the guilt from other people or the guilt from ourselves that we give ourselves of what will they do without me? How will they, how will they live? How will they manage? Right? It's these thoughts that are bullying us, that keep us from our potential, but there is something higher. There is something higher for our growth. There is something that is needed, okay, for us to fulfill and for us to take in, because it's going to help us express something in a unique way. It's going to help us help other people, okay? You are a seeker. You are a seeker of truth and wisdom. And so in August, it's now your time to seek beyond where you've been and where you're at this moment. It's time for you to gain, okay? It's time for you to create in new ways, be inspired in new ways, grow, learn, evolve as a soul, as a being, okay? And leaving behind this doubt, this bully type energy that has been cutting us down, bringing us down, stopping us from fulfilling who we truly are, and not allowing us the time and the space to fully sit with ourselves, to fully be relaxed enough to express the fullness of our spirit. Okay. Wow. Wow. Lots of exciting stuff in August. Wow, I want to know where you guys are going. Do you know yet? Okay. So you got keeping still, meditation, self-renewal, composure, detachment, self-acceptance, equanimity, serenity. Beautiful. We have the Buddha. Okay, we have the Buddha. This is that, yeah, you guys are really spiritual seekers. You're deep thinkers, and you're deep. I think you've come into that divine self-acceptance and divine balance of self, and that is why that we are now being moved into this new area. Buddha, he had to leave behind his home, his wife, and his children, right? Because he felt called to, and he didn't know exactly why. And you know what? Guilt could have stopped him. But then we wouldn't have had Buddha, and everyone around him would have been like, that's the wrong thing to do. That's wrong. That's bad, right? But if he listened to those people, he would never have became who he truly is. And that doesn't mean you have to leave your wife and kids, your husband and your kids, okay? Everyone's path is different, and maybe your path looks like joining up with your partner, your family, and doing it together, okay? You have to truly listen to what's right for you. But it's coming into this detachment of the past, detachment of the memories, and all of the things that these things hold that could bully us into staying or holding us back, right? Into fully stepping into who we're meant to become, okay? Into the full expression of who we are. And we have to listen to the seeker within us. Why are we being called? We have to, maybe we don't know the why, but we just know we're being called forward, and we have to follow that. We have to allow our curiosity and our higher knowing and our true balance within to lead us forward. Okay, you have reached a level of self-acceptance and serenity through your meditation, through your practices. Okay, and so you know this isn't wrong. You know that this is where you're being led for a reason, and that it's meant to help you grow as a soul, as a being. Okay, to reach higher enlightenment, to reach deeper truth, deeper knowing of the self. Okay, and so be strong in who you are. Be strong in your convictions, in your knowing. Okay, don't let the winds of change blow you away from yourself, or blow you into doubt, or people's, voices that will come. Okay, that will come to whisper words of doubt or fear into your mind of, are you sure? This can't be right. This is, impossible. This is hard. Whatever it is. Stay steady in your knowing, stay steady in your truth and who you are, and continue going forward and seek and go explore and go on this pilgrimage. Okay. We're going to get one more of these. You're coming into deeper serenity, into deeper peace going forward. You're going to find deeper peace within yourself and within life, okay, where you're going to finally find that inner peace, true inner peace, where nothing can shake you, okay, your true artist, right, that with the one, the infinite one, right, that lives within us. It's going to be easier for you to connect with that down this new path, in this new place, going forward, okay. The ancient one. It's bringing you closer to that self. Wow. Wow, guys. Okay, prosperity. We have another little golden Buddha here. Wealth, good fortune, success. Express gratitude by supporting others. Material possessions. You're coming into so much wealth and abundance, prosperity, because you are truly golden within yourself. You have found inner peace and acceptance. And so you're going to receive all of that gold, all of that goodness that you exude, okay? Opposition, opposite viewpoints, personal differences, a communication gap, disharmony, misunderstandings, estrangement. Yeah. And then we have oppression, restriction, exhaustion, depression, depleted resources, feeling cut off, punishment, confinement. Look at this. Look at the light that you hold, and there's all this surrounded, this bully, opposition energy. Okay, so they really want you to know that what you're moving into is moving you away from this. It's moving you away from this energy, this feeling of suffering in silence, of being alone, of not feeling heard or seen or appreciated or loved, and not having that reflected back to you. And it's time. You have now risen above that. You've come into such divine balance of self-acceptance and peace. Okay, serenity and true prosperity within self. And so now they're like, don't worry. Do not feel guilt about what you're leaving behind, because what you're leaving behind isn't for you anymore. It's only going to make you suffer greater, make you suffer. And we don't want you to suffer anymore. You deserve this. You deserve this life of peace and prosperity and serenity. Okay? So allow this to happen and step through in truth and in bravery. Okay? All right. You're going to have a big new beginning starting in August, and good for you. It's about time, honestly. Things are going to start progressing and growing very, very quickly after August, after you begin this. You're going to shoot off like a star. It's going to be amazing, pile two. So beautiful, beautiful reading. Thank you so much for being with me here today. This was a beautiful message for me to dip into. I loved it. If you enjoyed it, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading or an energy healing with me down in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading. All my love, pal, too. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is your August prediction. Let's get right into it. You guys were the only guys with the only pile with a oracle deck, so you guys got the Bardo. And this looks like an eyeball to me. And the Bardo is like the place between life and death. It's like this waiting place, where honestly what I'm getting is like, it's like you have to look at all of your skeletons in the closet, where you're almost stuck looking at maybe the things that you've done wrong in your life, or the learning of the lessons, and maybe seeing it from other people's point of view. It's like having to sit with all the skeletons in your closet that you've ever, the people that you've hurt, or the mistakes that we've made. It's like the shadow work, right? It's the shadow work we don't do on earth, and it's almost like we have to go and learn the lessons in the Bardo before we can move on, and see truly. Yeah, in the middle of the eye here, there's like a reflection of, it looks like trees in a sky. It's like there's, I think you're coming out of this time of the Bardo, of the in between life and death, in between the suffering. Maybe you've been in a time of suffering for a long time. The vow. Yeah, the vow. I see like it's a diamond, looks like here. We see two people's hands coming together with the dove. So, yeah, this could definitely talk about commitment. Finally coming out of a time of darkness into a time of commitment, of love, of, yeah, deepening in love, of freedom. I kind of want to look at the book just to get some deeper information, because I just got this this deck. So all right. Spaciousness, grace, forgiveness, truth. It is said that the Bardo is a place between this life and the next, a liminal realm through which souls pass. Envisioning this inherently mysterious space creates a potential for us to rise above the concerns of this world, see our relationships through a cosmic and timeless lens. We may receive messages from those who are no longer with us, or see visions of lives not yet lived. The Bardo is potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved, to let go of all the things that cause us pain. The Bardo suspends us in spaciousness for just long enough to open us up to higher wisdom. Its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather the cosmic network of which we are a single thread. Okay. Beautiful. The vow, bearing witness to the shift towards destiny, the promise, the oath, the contract. When the vow is spoken, the air shifts, karmic ties are formed, and destiny tilts on its axis. Our words and intentions have immense power. There is a reason the great mythic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and the mixing of drops of blood as a mark of union. The tricky part is that reciting the vow, no matter how casually, activates the eternal and unseen forces of the world. The ancestors bear witness. The laws of nature respond. These promises cannot be unsaid or forgotten, so breaking them can leave lingering complexities and loose ends. This card calls us to acknowledge the vow we are living by, consciously or unconsciously, and either recommit to it or create a ritual that signifies its closure. You've been underestimating the power of your promises. Okay, so this could be definitely love with some of you, where you've been in this kind of in-between stage. We've been having to forgive things within self, within the other person, and kind of clear shadow and clear karmic cycles that we've been in. This could also be asking us to recommit to someone, or recommit to ourselves and our own spiritual path. And so in August, this is about us coming out of the in-between and fully committing to a path, fully stepping on and choosing consciously a path to go forward on, and not being in this wishy-washy in-between area where it's taking all of the unseen energies and completely, making them at the front and foremost and saying, this is it, this is my path, this is what I'm committing to, whether that is love or my spiritual path or both. Okay, but it is fully stepping into that. Yeah, there is a big commitment. So this could be someone asking you to marry them. This could be us moving in together, deepening a commitment. Yeah, so let's continue. It's like something's going to be very clear. It's like, even with everything we've been through, maybe we've been through so much. It almost reminds me of the Nine of Wands, all of these skulls. It's like we've been through so much, or, I've been through so much. And you know what? I've had enough experience, or I've had enough with going round and round with all of these things. I've had enough with these cycles that I've been on. And you know what? It's time for me to just fully commit finally to a path. It's finally time for me to just jump in with both feet. Okay, because I've tried to walk maybe the middle way for too long, or I've been kind of in this lost and confused and lonely time. And now I'm ready to just go forward. This is it. This is my path. It's like having that complete clarity of commitment of what I want and where I'm going. Wow. Like, this is commitment, this is clarity, this is power, this is surety. Okay, this is me taking the reins of my own life and stepping into my true confidence and power to gain something of divine value, to gain something to build something in my life of long-lasting abundance and prosperity and love and security. Okay, this is me committing to my happiness. This is me committing to building my business. This is me committing to building my family, okay, and making it work and making it grow and making it prosperous. Okay, this is me saying, I'm doing this for not just me, but for those around me. And there's a commitment here. There is maybe a contract being signed here, where it's like you're getting offered a job, maybe a much higher position in your work. There's a contract signed of, this is, your position, this is how much your salary is going to be. It's going to be huge, okay? And it's going to come out of, it's going to allow you to come out of this in between of like, I'm ready for the next step, yet I don't have the pay of my skill set, right? So it's that in between, that Bardo of I'm ready for it, yet it's not here. Okay, so there is a huge commitment here, and for those who this is love, there's someone coming towards you to ask you to marry them, to ask you to move in, to ask you to build a family together, to finally grow and expand in our relationship, okay, in our physical world. Let's buy that house. Let's have that family. Let's lay down roots in a real way, in a way that's going to make us all feel safer and more comfortable and here and committed, okay? No more in between, no more, Are we going to do it? Aren't we going to do it? When is it going to happen? It's here. It's real. We're in it. We're committed. The ring is on my finger, right? The down payment's on the house. We're moving in. We're pregnant, right? We've signed the contract. We've made the business, and now we're successful. We have the storefront. Whatever it is, there's just a massive commitment here being made in August. It's taking us out of the in-between and fully committing us to a path that we can now finally focus on and build in a real way, in a very grounded and stable way. Okay. It's like someone's finally taking the reins on a situation, whether that's you or that's someone outside of you, but someone's finally stepping up and saying like, okay, this is it. Enough's enough. I'm stepping up to the plate. I'm going for this. I'm committing to this. This is mine. This is for me. This is my path. I'm making this real for myself. King of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Wow. It's like someone's finally emotionally, I don't know if this is like an epiphany someone's having, but it's like, this is like the King of Cups. It's reminding me of the vow. It's like this marriage. It's like finally having the emotional readiness and steadiness and fullness and maturity to say, no, this is the path I want. This is the person I want. This is, this is who I want to grow with. This is who I want to have a family with. This is my company. This is my business. Okay. It's finally being like, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. My heart is ready for this. I have the expansiveness of heart to open myself to fully committing to this path. Okay, which is going to end a cycle of pain and shadow work and karmic, patterns and disappointments and upset. Okay, and fully now being replaced with abundance, with reliability, with assurance, with security, with this is my life, this is who we are. And when we have everything to show for it, we can, we're in it, we're touching it, we're feeling it, we're growing it ourselves, instead of it being this maybe one off, one day it'll happen and us having to go through all of the clearing of the shadow, right? The trying and trying again and the failing. Okay. It's like, this is it. This is it. This is our go. This is our commitment to ourselves, to each other, whatever it is, that is taking us out of pain, out of the shadow, out of the in-between, and fully putting us on the path of success, of fulfillment, of love, of commitment. Okay? Feeling that heart-filled, emotional fullness of experience, being very, very self-assured and proud and confident in ourselves and in this path, and that we have done the right things and that we have chosen the right things and that this is right for us and that we are ready now to expand in this way. We're ready now to commit in this way. Our heart is big enough to hold this. Okay. We're gonna get more of these. More. Yeah. Ace of Swords, a new beginning. Okay. A new victorious, successful beginning. Okay. It's gonna feel fresh and new and exciting and successful. Okay. Hold on, I'm just going to... Wow, look at that. 9 of Pentacles, okay? emotion, financial freedom. I was going to say emotional freedom, and that too. Okay, but this is like finally gaining the success. Okay, the financial income. Yeah, it's like things are really going to become a lot more successful and stable for you. And you're going to feel a lot more free. That the fact that we have committed to this, committed to a path, it's like we're feeling that independence, we're feeling that fullness, we're feeling successful, and just, yeah, like we're being blessed left, right, and center by the universe. Two of Wands, okay, expansion. We may be moving, okay, but expanding in a real way. Holy smokes, guys. You have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Like, come on. This commitment is the best commitment you'll ever make in your life. You're committing to your happiness. You are committing to your prosperity, to your long-term success and fulfillment. I mean, what is better than that? And instead, we are leaving behind the devil, okay? The devil. Yeah, it's like we're committing to happiness instead of suffering, and we've come up such a long way. Like the Bardo and the devil are very similar in the 10 of Swords here. It's like where we started, it's like we committed to our own happiness, to our own success, no matter what, how much suffering and shit that we had to make it through to get here. It's like we committed to each other, we committed to ourselves that we are going to do this no matter what it takes. No matter how many skeletons we have to look at within our own closets, no matter how many, karmic cycles and patterns that we had to break, all of the suffering and difficulty that we had to look at, it's all now being cleared, and we are walking away, and our wings have finally been developed. We have finally taken the lessons from the suffering that were there for us to receive, and now we're committing to our happiness and our fulfillment and our family, or our growth and our success and our business and our prosperity in our lives. And we're having a new beginning, a fresh slate, that we are building real and honest and true prosperity, freedom, fulfillment, love, long-lasting love. Okay, wow. Wow, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Yeah, it's like we're rising above the darkness. Sorry, one sec. I'm just gonna close the window because someone's mowing the lawn. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so yeah, it's like we have finally risen above the darkness. Okay, above all of all of those tough lessons and yeah, like I said, patterns that we were put in this position of discontent and boredom, okay, to look at, to maybe look at the higher purpose behind it all, to see, because honestly, we wouldn't have been able to accomplish all of the success and freedom and love without having to look at and deal with all of the darkness, okay, with all of the temptation of the things that were there, that would have stood in our way, that would have stopped us from reaching this, okay? Maybe addictions for some. Yeah, the things that were in our heart that needed to be healed. With temperance and patience here. 4, look, 4, 4, 14. You were always divinely protected and guided, okay, always. And now you're coming into so much more stability, real stability. You've had the patience, okay? You've been growing, you've been healing, you've been rising above your own darker thoughts, darker, overcoming your own dark side, your own, whatever it was, the kind of lower vibrational actions, activities. Obviously there's a million things that I could give examples of that were stopping you, beliefs of lack and or judgments of self and other, bad habits that were maybe stopping the flow of love, or not allowing us to fully commit, and not allowing us to fully step into the truth of the success and prosperity that we really do deserve. Okay. And so we were planting seeds. We planted a seed, and we had the patience and we were going through the alchemical process of using the suffering in order to grow this beautiful flower of self and of, what we want in our world. Okay, so we use the fire to burn the ashes of the past, burn the traumas, burn the patterns and the conditionings, so that we would make the soil healthy, right? It's like we had to maybe burn down an old life, burn down an old self, so that we would make the soil healthy again. It's like destruction for the purpose of rebirth and growth and prosperity in the future. It's suffering for now and sacrifice for now, so that in the future we could have, abundance, and we could have beauty, and we could have the real. Okay. And so that is what is happening now. You've been through that alchemization process, and you've been put in a situation of, discontentment and boredom, so that you would fully heal this heart chakra. Okay? You had to have divine patience for the heart space. You had to fully look at what was there over and over again. And really, this makes me feel like it's very contemplative. You had to be extremely contemplative. Why isn't it here? Maybe there's more for me to look at. Maybe there's more for me to alchemize here, right? It's like having to go through the heart again and again and again to really see what is there, so that when the time is right, we could fully commit without screwing anything up, or without, backing out down the road. That's something that would interfere with this happiness or this long-term success. Okay, if something goes wrong, we're not just going to walk away, or we're not going to, get down, or let our insecurities, ruin it, or get in the way, or, make us back out of something. Right? So we really had to sit with it for a long time, alchemizing and growing and healing and clearing. But yeah, August is your beginning, okay? It is your time of commitment, of going forward. Let's see. Look at that, 10 of Wands, another big ending. Look, the 10 and the 5 of Cups. It is the end of feeling disappointed, feeling disheartened, feeling disappointed by ourselves, or by people around us, or by the results of certain things, okay? By our lives, feeling that discontentment, the grief. Okay, it's finally ending the grief and the suffering, and feeling not enough, or feeling judged, or feeling like it's finally, we're seeing the way out. Finally, we're getting the way out, and we're finally seeing the cup that has always been there, and that was there for us to take and to go forward with. Okay, it's ending a time of heaviness, of heavy karmic things that we were dealing with, that made us feel overwhelmed and overworked, and a heavy heart, a heavy mind. Okay, it was clearing away all of this karma, and you know, all of this suffering that we've been through. It is the end of it all. Bottom of the deck, we have the sun, lightness, enlightenment, happiness, love, okay, joy, true purpose, feeling the way is clear, you know, and seeing clearly and knowing why we're here, what we're doing. Okay, starting on a new beginning, a new exciting adventure presenting itself to us going forward. Knight of Wands and the Five of Wands. The Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords, Ten of Cups. Yeah, we're finally taking action. We're finally starting something new, taking action going forward and leaving behind arguing, leaving behind struggle and blockages and things that were just making life harder for ourselves and standing in the way of our success and our love and our commitment and our joy. And it's like, you know, those voices of, oh, it could never be, you guys will never be together, you'll never be able to make this happen. And we're just stepping away from that. And we're taking action away from that. We are leaving it in the past and fully committing, fully, you know, knowing the truth that this is us, this is me, and this is my life, and this is what I'm doing. Look, Ten of Wands again. Okay, so again, the end of feeling like things are, life is, you know, or problems are so much bigger than you. And, you know, maybe you have the guilt or the responsibilities of other people on your shoulders. Okay, and it's time to just fully commit to you and your path and your life and your family and the path that you want to go down, instead of taking on everyone else's issues or everyone else's, you know, problems or responsibilities and feeling like it's all on you. And now it's time for us to clear that away, walk away, start fresh and commit to ourselves, to our path, to what it is we want to create and who we want to be. Commit and to a, you know, a partnership, commit to something that's been on our hearts for a long time. Okay, and it's not going to feel so heavy for us anymore. It's now lightening up. The Hierophant and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like a higher new beginning, a higher path. It's like something starts as new that's going to grow us into someone much wiser, someone that is maybe a wise teacher, a guide, okay, a parent, okay, to a child, but a very wise and loving parent, okay. But yeah, whatever you're starting with is growing you as a soul, as a being. Is your values are changing, and they will change. Yeah, and it's like it's just becoming way more balanced in who you are. Very wise, but also in touch with your divine child self, and having more fun, but also seeing the higher reason for it all. Okay, so that was your August prediction. I hope you enjoyed it. It was extremely deep. I love this so much. You are fully now stepping into a new path, leaving a time of heaviness behind, coming closer to a loved one, coming closer for you guys to build something of great value and happiness, or you just coming into divine connection with something that's been on your heart for a very long time. Okay, there's going to be a lot more love and a lot more closeness to God and to your spirituality. Starting something fresh and new that is going to grow you and grow your life into something much higher and much greater than you realize. Okay, it's going to allow your soul to evolve to new levels. All right, and you won't feel so small anymore. You are growing into who you're meant to become, starting in August. So wow. That was your reading, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comments and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a reading with me, or and energy healing with me down in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, pile 3. All of my love. Peace.